What's going on, my good people? Out here on a gloomy day in Houston, man. Trying to get my walk in. Trying to stay somewhat fit, you know. Worked and picked up a little bit, so I don't be getting to, working out as much as I would like to. But anyways, what's going on, man? It's your boy, the Gut Narcissist, man. Apache Kudo, man, with another, you know, little old broadcast, man. I want to have this one be called The Importance of Women. So, I've been married for 5 years, and in the course of this 5 years, I've learned more about women than a long time before I've been married. And I started off by saying men are the seed, women are the soil. Man, I put this on my Facebook page. Man, them ladies went crazy. Here you go, call us soil. What the, what the hell am I gonna call you? Like you the soil of the earth. I liken women to the soil of the earth. Like um, men are the seed. You put a seed into the ground, the soil will bring this seed up, will nurture this soil, or the soil will nurture the seed until it becomes full grown. And the seed can produce many seeds out of one tree, but the soil is tasked with giving the tree all of its nutrients. So a woman and her nurturing nature is extremely important. When I was looking for a woman, like with men, women be talking about the Sierra prayer. As a man, I said I want a woman with a nurturing spirit. You can keep these old men acting ass, tough talking ass women, you can keep them over there. Give me a woman with a nurturing spirit. Because a woman with a nurturing spirit can grow a bunch of things. But a woman who think that she's a man and she can, you ain't growing shit. Get out of here. So, like a nurturing spirit in a woman, man, is extremely important because women can bring anything. They can nurture anything. It's just like inherent in their nature, man. So that's like something that's really, really important about a woman. Like, not only can she grow a baby inside of her stomach, not only can she nurture this baby when it becomes, you know, a baby on the outside, come out of the womb, but she can also nurture her community. She can also nurture a man, a husband, because it's going to be a fair amount. What you learn when you married is it's a fair amount of nurturing going on both sides. Y'all growing each other up. And that's how marriage is, man. Both of y'all are growing each other up because you, contrary to popular belief, you don't know everything about men, and men, you don't know everything about women. So when you get into a marriage, man, and two become one, man, y'all really be growing each other up. But another thing about women that's extremely important is women are the recorders of men's greatness. Before I start that story, let me talk about the Confederate military or the Confederate Army. So the Confederate Army went into a war with the Union, and so the Confederates, after some time, ended up losing the war. And when those men came home battered and bruised, legacy trashed, everything tore up, all of this destruction on their lands, and then they had to give up their slaves. These men were like devastated. Like the Confederate Army was devastated. Like when you lose a war and you lose your like main income producing things, such as the people that you was enslaving, you lose your spirit, man. Like, damn, we have no way to make no money. We don't want to do the work. So they lost a fair amount of their spirit. But who the hell captured and maintained that history of the great Confederates? It was the women. It was the women. The women had recorded and collected all of that history and kept it. And that is what helped the Confederate Army like kind of keep their pride and their history. It's the same thing. Like I had a graduation, man. I was the first person in my family to graduate from college. And my mom, you know, everybody talking about plans for the party or whatnot. And everybody want to have this big thing, you know, because I'm the first person in the family to graduate. Everybody's extremely excited. And so my mom goes to all the other ladies. She was like, I don't think my baby would want that. He would want something small at the house, not a lot of people. And that's the thing. My mom really knew who I was. So I come to her house the day of the graduation party, and my mom had this big board, man. And it had everything since I had started school to that point of graduating college, man. I'm talking about like school IDs, school pictures, things that I painted in the third grade. My mama kept all of that stuff because women are the collectors of the history, man. While you're out being great, a woman is like recording you. Like my wife be taking all of these pictures. I'm like, man, why you taking all these goddamn pictures, man? I take all these pictures. But when she go through her reels at the end of the year and we see how far we've come in that year, I'm like, damn, man, this woman is really collecting the history of our marriage. Like she's really filming, you know, the great things that are happening within the marriage, man. And so the second thing that's extremely important about a woman is not just her nurturing spirit being number one, but the second is, man, women are the collectors of our history, of our greatness. So like when women believe in you, man, they will record your greatness, man. If they don't believe you, they'll record your greatness as well. They'll record your weaknesses. But either way, women are the recorders of the history, man. They the soil. Like when you hear about things like Akashic records, that's because the earth, Mama Earth, be keeping record of everything that goes on her grounds. So the same thing with a woman, like you got Mama Earth and you got a real actual woman. They're the recorders of our history. So when you look at African American culture that's happening in this country, the women are the collectors of that history, man. The women, they remember it all. They live way longer than us, man. They keep our legacy going when we're past gone. You know, we done died at 70. Hell, they done lived to 90. And they collect your history, man. They keep your greatness intact. And so this is the thing that's the second thing that's extremely important about a woman, man. They're the recorders of history, man. Whatever greatness that you're trying to pursue, it's gonna be a woman around that's gonna record that history for you. Either through picture, either through writing it down, either through man, women are the real recorders of this history, man. When you look at Mama Earth, man, she records everything that happened on her ground. Everything that happened on Mama Earth is recorded. Is recorded. It cannot be forgotten. Mama Earth don't miss account of nothing. Now, the third thing that is extremely important about women. Oh, was walking through, man. I lost my track of mind. But man, the third important thing that's extremely important about women is women are like some of the greatest organizers in history. Like you couldn't imagine a church, a black church, or any type of church that survived and went on to do great things without a woman. Women be organizing stuff, man. Women be organizing events real quick. Women are like can be good at a million different things at one time. Like men are one track minded. So like when I tell women about men, I be like, man, men are one track minded. Find out what his one track mind is on, and you'll find out what he all about. With women, women can do 10 different things. So if you got a good woman on your team, she can take a lot of tasks on herself, because while I'm one track minded about this big idea, she can handle all of the other things that, that helps me focus more on the big dream for everybody else. So like in my marriage, man, I have a company called Good Tea Cakes. Um, our company's been around for 5 years. The thing with the business is, while I'm thinking about building this thing into something global and being able to change my whole family dynamic, my wife is on the ground, man, taking care of things that, for me, take away from what I'm trying to do for the whole family. So she takes these tasks up and she makes things happen on her end. Because, like I said, um, women can do many things at one time, and men are necessarily one track minded. So when you have women, man, they're great organizers. They can get your life. Like, let's just say you're not good with your finances, man. It would probably be good for you to find a woman that is good with finances. And let's just say, man, like when you learn how to delegate, I don't have to be the smartest man with my finance, but if my wife is, man, I can put her in control of that. You don't have to be in control of everything. This is great leaders learn how to delegate. And if you don't learn how to delegate, sometimes you perish. So just like using women for the right purposes, man, is what I was kind of getting at, man. So the top three things, man: nurturing spirit, man. Women have the capacity to nurture a whole community to health. What we're seeing today is women that have been neglected, and they can't exercise their feminine nature because they've been put in a position of survival so long. So they don't. Some of them are losing their nurturing spirit. I don't like that. Then you got women, man. They the greatest organizers. You got women have so many like values and great things that they instill into a community, man. And when you ignore women and when you don't pay attention to the woman, you don't know the importance of the woman, we end up in a situation like we are in today. So I feel like women are extremely important to what we do. And sometimes their importance is downgraded because we don't necessarily see the value. Like, women are the history recorders. Women are the great organizers. Go look in your black churches. They say all these women going to church, man. Like that, a church cannot run without a woman. It would be impossible, because in our community, you need people, man. Like, I be seeing women organizing events like super fast, like women like gathering people, organizing people, getting people lined up and getting a man. I had the pleasure of doing an event for some women of the Eastern Star yesterday. And man, them women organized the food, they organized all the decorations, they organized the event space, all of the activities, everything that went with that event, man. Them women put it together, man. And stuff like that, man. That's the importance of women. Like, men be out being great, and these women be around recording the history of our greatness or of our non-greatness. So be careful what we're allowing our women to record about us, is what I'm saying. So those are the three things that I feel are extremely important about women: nurturing spirit, um, record collectors, information collectors. Number two. Number three, great organizers. Great organizers. And if you don't have a great woman in your life, you probably don't know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you get a great woman, whether mom, grandmother, whoever, wife, you know, you get the pleasure of having a great woman in your life, man, you'll understand exactly these 3 points that I just made. Peace out.